Hey, thanks for checking out this video. Today we are talking about Acadia. So Acadia is located in Calgary's southeast quadrant. It was built in the 1960s. Here's a map that I pulled from the city of Calgary. So we can look at the boundaries of Acadia. The boundaries on the west side are McLeod Trail. North is Heritage Drive down to Blackfoot Trail. And then we kind of go along Blackfoot, down the hill a little bit, over to the river, back up. Over here would be Deerfoot Meadows. Back up along Southland Drive on the south boundary, and then, of course, back to McLeod Trail. So it is quite a large community. It has a few different types of housing. It has condos, it has townhomes, it has single family, and we are seeing a lot of new activity in Acadia. So people are buying homes that maybe were original, hadn't had a lot of work done to them, and they are kind of doing them up to the nines and making them into like little jewel boxes, kind of. So some really interesting options there for housing. Also interesting, there's quite a few schools in Acadia. So first of all, with the Calgary Board of Education, so let's have a look here. Acadia, there we go. So first off, we have Acadia School, which is the elementary. It is from kindergarten to grade 6, and it has a regular type programming, which means, there's no alternative programming there. So the other option that they have in Acadia is grades 5 to 9, which would be classified as a middle school, David Thompson. And this one has regular programming, but it does also offer early French immersion, and I guess that's for every grade, so not just 7 to 9. So there is also early French immersion there from David Thompson School. And finally, we also have Lord Beaverbrook, which is the high school there. It is grades 10 to 12, and as you can see, they have a regular program, advanced placement, art-centered, off-campus work experience. So this is a rather large high school in Calgary. The other interesting thing, well, we'll get into this a little bit later, it's right next door to the Acadia Recreation Centre, but I'll talk about that in a minute. We'll keep going with schools here. So that was the Calgary Board of Education. Another alternative within Calgary and within the community is the Calgary Catholic School District. So we'll just scroll down through their list because they organize everything by quadrant on their website here. And I know they have a couple of schools in Acadia. So here's Acadia still, we're right in there. So they have St. Matthew's School, which is K to 9, and it has regular programming, but it also offers in grades 7 to 9 early and late French immersion. So if you were going the French immersion route, this may be where you would be coming after your elementary school with French immersion. Because of that alternative program, you are going to have a lot of kids that are bused there, but it also offers regular, so you will have a number of children that are from close by. The other opportunity with the Catholic School District is St. Cecilia, and it is from K to 6. So it is French immersion only. Again, because of that alternative program, you will have a number of students that are bused to school as opposed to just coming strictly from the neighborhood. It does also offer the Hockey Canada Skills Academy, which I know in 2020 is temporarily put on hold due to COVID, but hopefully that will start up again when the world goes back to being normal. So that's the Calgary Catholic. They do also, Acadia is home to a charter school, which is Foundations for the Future Charter Academy. This is a private school. There is a waiting list. From all accounts, it's a great school. A number of children are bused there, of course, from all over the city. And I mean, if perhaps your child was already going there, then maybe Acadia would be a great place for you to be so that your child didn't have to be bused. But just another option anyways. I talked about a little bit before about the Acadia Recreation Centre. So this is a great building. It is home to, there's an arena inside. They have 10 curling sheets in there. They have squash courts. There's a little restaurant in there, mainly for like the parents who are sitting there watching their kids play hockey or curl or whatever it may be. And they also have a hall and meeting room. So I believe it is the home to the Acadia Community Association. And that's where they would have their meetings as well. Something else interesting in Acadia is the Austin Victor Alberta Tennis Centre. So this opened not that long ago. I want to say maybe 6 years ago, 5 years ago, they opened this. So they have indoor tennis courts, they have outdoor tennis courts. A number of people play here. They offer lessons here. So it's kind of a really cool place, actually, and a really nice facility. Next to that is a bunch of football fields, soccer fields. They play flag football out there, I know. They have a community garden. I mean, just some really nice stuff out in Acadia. What else does Acadia have to offer us, though? So let's find out. Do they have any dog parks? Because we all know how much we love our furry little friends. Acadia. Let's have a look. Oh, yes, of course. So they have their one off-leash park, which is just on Blackfoot Trail. So it's kind of, there's some baseball diamonds like a little bit further down here. So it's kind of just in this area. And then, whoop, sorry about that. Let's move over. This is one of the big dog parks actually in Calgary. So I'm guessing this is going to be the Sue Higgins dog park, which is at the end of Southland Drive. So the very, very end, you really can't go any further. You kind of turn around the corner and you used to go down to Burnco, and you turn left. And so you can see this is huge, and my dogs love this park. So there is a ton of parking, but it does get very, very busy on the weekends. You have access to the river if your dogs aren't swimmers. Mine are not. There's also, I think, like, oh my gosh, maybe 6-7 kilometers worth of trails if you were to do the loop for it. So definitely enough to tire dogs out. Anyway, so that's Acadia. I'm going to put some links below the video if you have any other questions, or if you have comments about Acadia that maybe I've missed and that you think are important about the community, post them below. I'd love to hear them. I hope you like the video. Have a great day.